Good afternoon, my YouTube viewers. It is Palestine here. Welcome to my channel. I'm here this Saturday afternoon, all on my own because my boyfriend and my sweet friend have gone to a street party in near Oasis where we go. And I didn't really want to go. And the reason why is because I've had problems with my foot and I've got things to do at home. So basically this afternoon I made a data science video, and then also I need to study for the next data science video because I'm making a free intermediate Excel course, and so I have to prepare the material for this free course that I'm making. So it takes me a day or two to get all the material together to actually get the material together on the spreadsheet and then make the video on the spreadsheet. And my last video was like close to 50 minutes talking about pivot tables and pivot charts and sliders and dashboards. So if that's something you're interested in, I would highly suggest you look at my data science channel called Crystal X. And basically what happened was yesterday when I made the video, I was talking about having problems with my foot. And so basically when I got home, I was having problems. I had problems walking to work because I was having problems with my foot. And then I got to work and I was looking at my foot to see if there was a reason why it hurt. And then I walked home, and then so my foot was hurting, and I decided that I didn't want to go to Oasis because I wasn't going to be able to walk to Oasis. And then so my boyfriend and my sweet friend went to Oasis, and then what I did was I just stayed home and studied. And then so this morning we didn't know what we were going to do, but I got up and my foot was hurting again, and I decided the best thing to do is go to minor injuries and get my foot looked at. The reason for that is because I've had sepsis before. If you don't know what sepsis is kind of like blood poisoning, and it's very dangerous. And so I don't want to get sepsis again, because they say that if you've had sepsis before, then you can get sepsis again. So I thought, and also next week we're supposed to be going on our one-day holiday, which is going to be a seaside town. And so because of that, I thought I better get this foot problem sorted out this week before I go on my one-day holiday next week. So we went to the minor injuries unit at the hospital, and I spoke to a nurse practitioner. She said she was going to get me an appointment with urgent care. And so the appointment was at 12:45, and it was after 9 when I saw the nurse practitioner. So we decided that we had time to go to Queen's Arms. So we went to Queen's Arms and we had breakfast at the Queen's Arms. And the reason why is because I do not have a cooker at home, so I can't make a proper breakfast since I don't have a cooker. So we can go to Queen's Arms and we can get a roll with sausage and egg in it, which I can't make an egg, because I don't have cooking facilities. So then when we finished with Queen's Arms, we went to Sainsbury's and got food, but I forgot to get honey. So tomorrow I have to remember to get honey. And I also went to a place on Smelly Alley, but it's got mainly mobile phone shops now. And I got this tablet case for my new tablet, because I don't know if I showed you my new tablet. This is my new tablet. I'll just turn it on so you can see there's my new tablet. You can see there's my new tablet. But basically, it's too big for me to hold it in my hand because I like to look at a tablet. I like to watch YouTube videos when I'm sleeping. It relaxes me and helps me get to sleep. And basically, because the tablet itself is too big to fit in my hand. And so I couldn't hold it in my hand, and it kept going off the page that I wanted to be on. And so I decided to get a tablet case, which is what I've got here. So I've got my universal tablet case to hold my tablet. And then basically what will happen is it does like that, works like that. So I can try to turn it on. So it works like that. So my tablet case works like that. So when I'm sitting in bed, I can watch a YouTube video because I find that to be very relaxing. And that is one of the good things that I have about unlimited data on my phone, because I can set my phone up for a mobile hotspot, and then whenever I can set my tablets up for Wi-Fi, and I can set my computer up for Wi-Fi. And then I can watch videos, which is what I want to do. It relaxes me. And then what we did was when we finished at Smelly Alley, which I don't know how long they're going to call it Smelly Alley anymore. It used to have fish and meat shops in it, and it was really smelly, but they don't have those shops anymore. Now it's mainly mobile phone shops and things. So we took the bus back to the hospital, and I had to wait I got there before 12, so I definitely had 45 minutes. So I tried to ring my sister, but she said she was busy. So we just sat in the waiting room for urgent care, and I went to see the nurse or nurse practitioner, and I explained to her that it was really hot, and because it was so hot that I was wearing sandals, and I would get rocks and things in the sandals, and I think that caused a problem with my foot. And I showed her my foot. I said, you can see we've got blisters here. And I showed her my foot, and she said that I had a blister, and she could see the water underneath the blister. So it didn't really look like a blister to me, but she said it was a blister. She said if it gets red or gets worse, then she wants to see it. And the reason why is because I'm diabetic. I'm very prone to infections. And so you have to be especially careful with your feet when you're diabetic. So when I'm diabetic, 2, I've got cancer, being treated for cancer. And 3, I've had sepsis. So I don't want to get sepsis again. Sepsis is very dangerous. So I was glad that she just said it's a blister, but if it was a blister, it was really deep in my sole of my foot, and it was by the toe. And since it was by the toe, it was quite painful when I was walking. But she didn't seem to be too concerned about it. So I guess I just wasted a morning. But it's better to waste a morning and have it looked at than have my one-day holiday next week ruined or have something serious. So, but a blister can be serious, I imagine. So then that was what I did. So now you know that I went to the hospital about this pain in my foot, which was causing me difficulty walking. And they said it was a blister, and that's a good thing because, thank God for the NHS, because I don't have to pay for my medical care. like my sister, she's living in the U.S. and she has to pay for her medical care. So quite often she will not go to a doctor about a problem because she has to pay for it. So thank God for the NHS. Thank God that I can see a doctor when I'm sick. I don't get much. I don't have many joys in life, but at least I can see a doctor when I'm sick. And my boyfriend went with me to see the doctor because I want my boyfriend there with me. And that was my morning. And then so I came home. I made my Sikh friend came and gave me some rice from Sadaka because he's going to Sadaka. And the reason why is because he has such a lonely life. But he can go to Queen's Arms on Saturday morning and get breakfast. And then he can leave Queen's Arms and he can go to an art class at Sadaka. So he can sit there doing art. And then he can go to lunch at Sadaka. And then today he's going to a street party. So he has to find things to do to stay busy because he can't stay home because of the behavior of the two people that he's living with. And so basically, I'm really glad that he's had something to do all day long. Because if he didn't have anything to do all day long, he'd be here and I wouldn't be able to make this video. So, also wanted to show you, I showed you my tablet, and I showed you my tablet case. And I spoke to my boyfriend, and I told him I want to get him a tablet and a keyboard for his Christmas and birthday. Because obviously I can't afford much. And so if I'm going to get him a present like that, it has to be his Christmas and birthday. But I want him to have a tablet and a keyboard so he can use it like a computer if he wants to. And then so I was looking around on the internet trying to find one. I found one, I think, maybe for less than £100, but it's not available anymore. If I had found it for less than £100, I definitely would have bought it the next time I got paid. But it's not less than £100. I think the cheapest one that I found that has a tablet and a keyboard attached was close to £160, and I'd have to go to Curry's to get it. So I have to take the bus to another part of town to get it. But if they have another one of those, it says it's out of stock. No, it's not out of stock. The entity one that I wanted to get, that maybe it was at Argos, they say that's out of stock. I definitely would have bought that because I think it was less than £100. And I asked my boyfriend, would he like that for his Christmas and birthday? Would he like to have another tablet and keyboard with a keyboard attached to it? And he said yes, he would like that because he knows that his current tablet is really old. And so that's my next big spend, is to get my boyfriend a tablet with a keyboard. And I also told my Sikh friend that I would buy him a vacuum cleaner for his Christmas present. And the reason why that is because he has a vacuum cleaner at home, but the person that he lives with has taken the bag out of the vacuum cleaner so he can't use it. So he hasn't got a vacuum cleaner. So I'm going to get him a cheap vacuum cleaner at Argos. So he's got a vacuum cleaner so he can vacuum his floors. And his life is really dire. His home life is pathetic, and he's being abused by the two people that he lives with. And so I'm going to get him a vacuum cleaner for his Christmas present. But I'm not going to get him. He wants a Dyson, and I said, no, you're not going to get a Dyson. But I'll get him a vacuum cleaner, a cheap one, for Christmas. So those are going to be my two big expenditures that I have to buy things for other people. But I think maybe it was last week or the week before. I think maybe it was Monday. I think maybe it was, no, it wasn't Monday, it was Wednesday. I went to this place called Swag because it's really hot. We're in the middle of a heat wave. And in addition to that, my kitchen is really hot because I've got a water heater or something in a closet. And so I wanted to buy some more summer clothes. So I go to this place called Swag that has cheap clothes, but they had some like muumuus. But I thought, well, I can't really wear a muumuu to work. I might be able to wear a muumuu outside of work, but I can't wear a muumuu to work. So I got this, and I haven't showed it to you, so I'll just show it to you. It's a large, extra large. It was originally $24.99. It was on sale for $10. So I got this, and that's something that I can wear to work with black leggings, and I can wear it when it's not quite so hot. When it's not quite so hot, I can wear it, So that was what I bought that I forgot to show you because I was busy doing other things. So now you know what I bought. You know that I showed you the tablet that I bought to replace the tablet that I had that broke. And then I can't hold the tablet in my hand. It's too big for me to hold it in my hand. So I got a case for it. That was another 15 pounds. So the tablet was 79 pounds. The case was 15 pounds. And then the top that I showed you, that I can't wear it when it's really hot. And when it cools down a little bit, I can wear it. And then also I had to go to Sainsbury's and buy food at Sainsbury's. So I'm always having to buy something. I always got some expenditure. And so my next two big expenditures is going to be a laptop and tablet for my boyfriend for his Christmas and birthday, and a vacuum cleaner for my sick friend for his Christmas. And I'm going to try to get those at Argos because Argos is really close to where I live and I can walk over there and get it. So I think that concludes my video. I've told you about the blister on my foot, and I've showed you what I've bought in the past few days. And the great thing is that I'm not self-employed and I'm not monetized, so I cannot write them off as an expense to the business. I'm just showing them to you just in case you have an interest. So thank you so much for watching my video. If you like my video, please like and subscribe. And thank you so much for taking an interest in my very pathetic life.